History of the Ipcc. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, Ipcc, was established in 1988 to provide policymakers with regular scientific assessments on the current state of knowledge about climate change. Learn more. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, Ipcc, was established by the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, and the World Meteorological Organization, WMO, in 1988. The establishment of the Ipcc was endorsed by UN General Assembly in 1988. Its initial task, as outlined in UN General Assembly Resolution 4353 of December 6, 1988, was to prepare a comprehensive review and recommendations with respect to the state of knowledge of the science of climate change, the social and economic impact of climate change, and potential response strategies and elements for inclusion in a possible future international convention on climate. Since 1988, the Ipcc has had 5 assessment cycles and delivered 5 assessment reports, the most comprehensive scientific reports about climate change produced worldwide. It has also produced a range of methodology reports, special reports, and technical papers, in response to requests for information on specific scientific and technical matters from the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, governments, and international organizations. The reports. Since the creation of the Ipcc, each assessment report has fed directly into international climate policymaking. In 1990, the first Ipcc assessment report, FAR, underlined the importance of climate change as a challenge with global consequences and requiring international cooperation. It played a decisive role in the creation of the UNFCCC, the key international treaty to reduce global warming and cope with the consequences of climate change. The second assessment report, SAR, 1995, provided important material for governments to draw from in the run-up to adoption of the Kyoto Protocol in 1997. The third assessment report, TAR, 2001, focused attention on the impacts of climate change and the need for adaptation. The fourth assessment report, AR4, 2007, laid the groundwork for a post-Kyoto agreement, focusing on limiting warming to 2 degrees Celsius. The fifth assessment report, AR5, was finalized between 2013 and 2014. It provided the scientific input into the Paris Agreement. The Ipcc is currently in its 6th assessment cycle where it will prepare 3 special reports, a methodology report and the 6th assessment report. The first of these special reports, Global Warming of 1.5 degrees Celsius, SR15, was requested by world governments under the Paris Agreement. In May 2019, the Ipcc finalized the 2019 refinement, an update to the 2006 Ipcc guidelines on national greenhouse gas inventories. The Special Report on Climate Change and Land, SRCCL, will be finalized in August 2019 and the Special Report on the Ocean and Cryosphere in a Changing Climate, SROC, will be finalized in September 2019. The 6th Assessment Report, AR6, is expected to be finalized in 2022 in time for the first global stocktake the following year. 2007 Nobel Peace Prize. In 2007, the Ipcc and U.S. Vice President Al Gore were jointly awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts to build up and disseminate greater knowledge about man-made climate change, and to lay the foundations for the measures that are needed to counteract such change. The full statement about the 2007 Nobel Prize Award can be found here. Inter-Academy Review. In March 2010, UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon and Ipcc Chair Rajendra Pachauri asked the Inter-Academy Council, IAC, to conduct an independent review of Ipcc procedures. The IAC issued a report and recommendations in August 2010. The Ipcc considered these at its subsequent sessions, and made a number of revisions to its procedures as a result. Details of the IAC report and the changes to the Ipcc procedures can be found here.